I'm really excited to talk to you about the move of PHMC's headquarters from 260 South Broad Street to 1500 Market Street. It's a very, very important development in PHMC's evolution, and we're all very, very excited about it. A couple of years ago, we needed to look at the move of PHMC's offices because our lease was coming due, and we knew that this building would be sold, the building at 260 South Broad Street. We've been here over 25 years, and it's been a terrific home for PHMC. But like most things, in order to be innovative and to move on, change was needed. So we looked at a lot of options, but first, we started thinking about what kind of offices would we really want? What would really move PHMC ahead? How could we be innovative and leaders in the nonprofit public health and social services world? We spent a lot of time looking at that issue. We traveled around the country, meeting with programs and looking at what kinds of options existed. What's the future? Not just what's now, but how do we move to the future and do the best in order to do the kind of work that PHMC does. We've recently seen the information on the new Comcast Center, which will bring the same kind of open office architecture to the cutting edge for-profit technology. We'll be in those offices years before Comcast. We'll be doing much of the same kind of work in collaborative, high technology kinds of space, and we're very, very excited about that. We think that that underscores the decisions that we've been made. So Bradbury and Karate, working with PHMC, working with Steelcase, went to work with realtors looking for the kinds of physical real estate facilities that could help encourage the kind of worksite facilities that we wanted. We're really, really happy when we found 1500 Market Street. What's the concept? What are we going to do there as we move forward? We've got the partners, we've got the place, we've got the people that need to do it. What are we going to do? The real idea in doing this is creating space that's collaborative, that encourages discussion, that brings people together, that doesn't put walls between people. And that's what we're developing for all of us moving forward. We're going to have a town square. On the lower mezzanine, 1500, there's going to be a town square. What's a town square? It's a place just like in the town that you live in, or Center City, Philadelphia, where you bump into people in the street, where you have the opportunity to talk to people about how they're doing, but equally, what's happening with the work they're doing? How can I work with you? How do we work better together? Well, what's in that town square? What's the kind of things that we do in a town square? So the first thing it is a lot of meeting space. There's collaborative meeting space, there's individual meeting space, there's seminar rooms, there's places to do teleconferencing, all in this lower mezzanine available to you. And one of the great things is that it overlooks the new Dilworth Plaza of City Hall. We're a great city partner in this process. The City Hall is directly next door. The new Dilworth Plaza, incredible outdoor space, is right there. And it's just perfect in order to show our partnership with the city and to make sure that we're all working together as collaboratively as possible. You move from that collaborative meeting space that we have, the terrific meeting space, and right down the hall is this great fitness center that is going to be available to people to join at PHMC if you want to work out there and talk to people, so that you can run on a treadmill, you can use an elliptical and talk to your colleagues about things that we might do together. There'll be exercise classes that we'll be able to do. Again, the idea is to provide public health for you, to provide a great, comfortable workspace, to provide a collaborative space, and at the same time to make your work life as positive as possible. What I haven't said is that building at 1500, downstairs not only are there restaurants all through there, there's a cleaner, there's a shoemaker, there are a variety of banks, there's a variety of facilities, and it's our hope that we'll also have a daycare center there. We're working on that now. We'll be looking for other things that we'll be able to provide to you and to people in the building that will show our commitment to public health. There'll be a cafe that will be run by Manna, who will be another important partner in this, another not-for-profit that does great work. We're really excited about it. We'll have discounted, supported sandwiches, soups, other kinds of quick foods for you that will be available to you. You'll simply use your swipe card, your personnel swipe card that you walk into the building with, to buy the food right there. You'll be able to take food home, prepared foods that are frozen from that Manna cafe. We're very excited about that. We think that's going to be an important facility for everyone there. So we have a cafe, we have a fitness center, we have these assembly rooms for doing lots of work and collaboration in all ways. You go down the hall and there'll be a help center. What's a help center? It's a lot like when you walk into a store and it says help right there. The help for, in our case, will be personnel issues, HR issues that you need taken care of that aren't private, that you don't need a private space, like forms, like signing up for things. It will be there. Things like tokens, things like petty cash, things like replacing computers or cell phone issues will all be in our help center. There'll be a schedule. You'll be able to get those kinds of services from the work that we do there. This is all going to be very, very attractive space designed by Bradbury Karate with your needs in mind. The concept of our new offices has been, since early in our planning, an open office concept. And we knew that we didn't want many walls, we wanted a lot of collaboration. So in order to really test that concept, we went and created a pilot space at 260 South Broad on the 18th floor, as many of you know. There were raw columns like this because that's the kind of columns that we'll have in the new space. The space had glass walls, open ceiling, cement on the floor, just like we're going to have, because we wanted you to live in that space with the same kind of furniture. And that started now a number of months ago, and several of the various components of PHMC have gone through that space. One of the great points of it is that we got a lot of feedback from the people in this space, and we've refined the technology that we'll be using at 1500 from what we learned at 260 in our pilot space. You've seen what it'll look like, you've been in it, you've worked in it, you've given us feedback, we're using that feedback. All of that will be integrated into the space at 1500. The excitement of this move really fits into a broader context. About 3 years ago, PHMC was facing a number of forward-thinking issues. First was obviously that our lease was running out and we knew we'd have to move. But at the same time, we knew that we needed a new strategic plan, a plan that would move us into the future aggressively, and that we would be involved in disruptive innovation, that we would be doing this important work in a new way. So we created a new strategic plan. We worked with our board of directors, our staff, our leadership, all came together and developed a robust strategic plan that will really serve PHMC for the years to come. That strategic plan led to some bylaws changes so that our governance was refined in many ways so that we were more ready for the change that we needed, and some staffing and organizational adjustments, which again made us more ready for change and more ready and more able to serve the people that we're all care so deeply about serving. So PHMC integrated the structural changes, the organizational changes, the governance changes with our space changes. Throughout this process, creativity, collaboration, and innovation were our hallmarks. For our over 40 years of work, these have been the important things that we focused on, and more we knew that we needed to be a trailblazer in these areas. During our past history, which we're very proud of, we have always been seen as a first-rate organization doing new things in new ways, a trailblazer, again, in the world that we work in public health. We see this as an opportunity to continue that history while developing new programs, new ideas, and new collaborations that we can better serve the people that we care so much about. It's our hope that by combining governance, new strategic plan, new ways of organizationally doing things, with the new physical facility at 1500 as well as throughout our other programs, we're really going to be able to stay at the top of the kind of work that we do within our field. We're very excited about it, and we look forward to working with each of you in moving this forward. Change never comes easy for people. This will have lots of things that each of us will have to do to make this go well. And I'm asking you, your help in getting us where we need to go. It will take cooperation, it will take excitement from all of us, it will take working together. Collaboration, the word of the day, in getting where we will really find new offices that will help us do the kind of work that we need to do into the future. So I ask that you understand when there are things that don't go perfectly, it's all not going to go exactly as we want. Understand the complexity of what we're doing, all of the work that so many of your colleagues have put into it, and the excitement that we all join together in getting to our new offices. As I said, the journey will be exciting, it will be terrific, and I can't wait to be there with you. All the best to each of you, and thanks. Let's get moving.